A wise man once said, "We have two ears and one mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." Communication is the gap between confusion and clarity, and I find it an invaluable tool for bringing my thoughts and intentions to light. I started studying communication in an effort to combat anxiety, and I found out that I really enjoy writing speeches or pitching ideas and everything about it. To me, being able to leave an impression, even in remote communication, is invaluable, whether it be with your manners, knowledge of a service, or even just how you treat a customer or employee. I want to be able to train because in every job I've ever done, I've trained in at least the next person after me, if not somebody every couple months. So for me, I want to be in an industry that allows me to keep records, keep a fixed routine, and just train, make policy, write, and do all of the things that let me keep my mind active. Because for me, communication is how I convey my thoughts, actions, feelings, everything about myself. Being able to write, being able to love art, being able to just think about things in an intricate manner, troubleshoot, critical think. It's all part of boiling down and being able to make other people see it the way you do, or even close to it. Because at the end of the day, we're all individuals, and being a collective is great, but we also have to remember there comes a point where we learn before we can do things together. Nobody's going to know what you're thinking without the words coming out of your mouth. So everything has its place. I want to be able to work tirelessly, whether it's finding social media and ways to promote a brand, whether it's just becoming the organizer behind events, throwing, whether it's parties, whether it's promotional activities, anything that can create a sense of connection amongst other humans. To me, it becomes more than myself once I'm able to show it to another person, once I'm able to convey it to another person, and that gives me a feeling of belonging. I think that what I want out of my education is to find a career that I'm able to sink my teeth into and stay at for the long haul. I want to find a place where I can not only define what is supposed to go on, but also help regulate it, help keep a large amount of records, and just be able to be part of something. Because whether or not we become one or two or three or a team is dependent on how well we can communicate with each other. I think that everything we do revolves around communication in some aspect. We can be individual, we can do code, we can do things that are maintenance that are extremely individualistic. But in the end, you're still going to have to tell people what you did, show how you fixed something. There will always be down the line a human connection. And I want to be part of that human connection. Everything I have ever ascertained has always been in person. I'm not a remote learner. I'm not an auditory learner. I learn from a combination of visual and just being explained to myself. So for people like myself, I want to be an example of how to do something correctly, but also how to learn effectively and constantly improve. What I would have in a perfect world is people that are eager to talk on the phone, people that are eager to communicate, whether it's through text, email, and others, that not only are clear, concise, and able to put an idea forward that makes sense, but also able to show me what we need in a communicative process. Like, do we need these products for next week? Do we need this type of training? Who's coming in? Who's hired? Who's not going to be there? Who's sick? Effective communication is the difference between just efficiency or snail's pace. And I think that that's fascinating. Thank you for your time.